As we grow older, something shifts inside us. Not loudly, but gently, profoundly, we begin to value peace over noise, understanding over being right, stillness over constant motion. I've lived long enough to witness this transformation in myself and in countless others who shared their stories with me. There's a secret moment when we stop running toward what we think we need and start walking toward what our souls have always known to be true. Life humbles us in ways we never saw coming. It teaches us that not everything deserves our energy, our time, or even our reaction. This is perhaps one of life's greatest gifts, the ability to discern, to look at a situation and ask ourselves, is this mine to carry? Is this mine to fix? Is this mine to worry about? And when the answer is no, we learn the beautiful art of letting go. In our younger years, we chased things that didn't truly matter. Attention, approval, and sometimes the wrong people. We exhausted ourselves trying to be everything to everyone. We said yes when we meant no. We fought battles that weren't ours because we hadn't yet learned that our worth wasn't determined by how much we could endure. Time reveals the truth. We realize how much nonsense we once gave importance to, how many hours we wasted worrying about things that held no real weight in the story of our lives. I think about all those sleepless nights spent replaying conversations, all that mental energy spent on people who had already forgotten. Time shows us what deserves our precious attention and what simply doesn't. And so, we begin to let go. We stop forcing friendships. We stop shrinking ourselves to fit into places we were never meant to be. We stop explaining our hearts to those who are committed to misunderstanding us. This letting go isn't about becoming cold or uncaring. It's about becoming wise. It's about recognizing that some people are meant to be in our lives for a season and some for a reason. But not everyone is meant to stay for a lifetime, and that's okay. That's actually beautiful. When we stop trying to convince people of our worth, we create space for those who already see it. When we stop forcing doors to open, we notice the ones that have been open all along, waiting for us to walk through. Instead, we grow quietly, calmly, wisely. There is something powerful about quiet growth. It's not the kind that announces itself on social media or seeks validation from others. It's the kind that happens in the sacred spaces of our daily lives, in our morning reflections, in our evening gratitudes, in the moments when we choose compassion over judgment, understanding over anger. We start to cherish the little things, quiet mornings, simple routines, and genuine connection. I've learned that joy isn't found in the grand gestures or the big moments we spend so much time planning for. Joy lives in the ordinary, in that first sip of coffee, in the way sunlight filters through our window, in a genuine laugh shared with someone we love. These moments don't cost anything, yet they're priceless. We learn that silence can be healing, that distance can be protection, that not every battle is meant to be fought. Boundaries aren't walls we build to keep people out. They're gates we create to let the right people in. When we learn to say no to what doesn't serve us, we're actually saying yes to what does. We're saying yes to our peace, yes to our growth, yes to our authentic self. There's profound strength in walking away from drama, in refusing to engage with negativity, in choosing our battles wisely. Not because we're weak, but because we're strong enough to know what deserves our energy and what doesn't. Growth teaches us acceptance. We start accepting people for who they are, not who we hoped they would be. We stop trying to change the world around us and instead focus on changing ourselves, protecting our peace, honoring our journey. This acceptance doesn't mean we become doormats or that we lower our standards. It means we stop wasting our energy trying to change people who don't want to change. We stop holding on to relationships that have run their course. We stop expecting others to show up the way we would show up. Instead, we focus on what we can control, our responses, our choices, our growth. We become the change we want to see, not because we're trying to prove a point, but because it's who we're meant to be. And in that stillness, something beautiful happens. The noise begins to fade, the stress begins to loosen, and the path ahead becomes just a little bit clearer. In this stillness, we find ourselves, not the version of ourselves we thought we should be, but the version we actually are. We discover our authentic voice, our true desires, our real dreams, not the ones we inherited from others' expectations, but the ones that have been quietly waiting in our hearts all along. Life becomes less about proving a point and more about living with purpose. Purpose isn't always loud or obvious. Sometimes it's as simple as being present for our loved ones, as quiet as offering a kind word to a stranger, as gentle as choosing love over fear in our daily interactions. Purpose is found in how we show up, not just in what we achieve. As older we get, the quieter we become. Not because we have less to say, but because we finally understand what's truly worth our words, our time, and our heart. This is the gift of growing older. Not the wrinkles, but the wisdom, the ability to see clearly, to love deeply, to choose wisely. We become curators of our lives, carefully selecting what we allow in and what we gracefully let go. We understand now that our time is precious, our energy is sacred, and our peace is non-negotiable. It's not about being perfect, it's about being authentic. And to embrace the beautiful, quiet strength that comes with truly knowing who we are.